Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to what we are calling Dine or Dash, aka Diner Dash. It's essentially my own version of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. We got Lemur along for the ride. So yeah, let's roll the intro.
Been only getting better since you been got Kelly Clarkson. Mike so electric, make a beat, jump start again. Did it on a budget, I'm never subpar in it. Discount rapper, cause I drive a hard bar again. I'm fresher than the Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith. Shining my light in the dark that's lit. Full circle Indy 500 bars real quick. A wild, wild west industry, true grit.
Alrighty guys, welcome to the first episode of Diner Dash. The way this works, me and my good buddy Lemur, we're going to be trying out all the local hole-in-the-wall restaurant spots in our local area of the Panhandle here in Florida. And everything's going to be rated on a 5-star scale. So we're rating food, service, we're rating the vibes of the restaurant, we're going to rate the value of said restaurant, whether it's worth the price, and one of us at some point is going to check out the bathroom and give it a rating. So basically, food can get a rating of 1 to 5 stars, everything else, and the perfect score that a restaurant can get is a perfect score of 25. Today, me and Lemur are checking out Goat Lips, Chew, and Brewhouse. I've heard good things about it, but I've never been there. And that's another thing. All of these restaurants are going to be new places to us that we've never been. We're going to go in, scope out the joint, enjoy it, get some, photos of what we're eating and the vibes of the whole place. And yeah, we're just going to do our own little food review. You excited for this, Lemur?
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything you want to add or any input?
Well, the name is a little bit off-putting, I will be honest, but I'm not going to rule the restaurant out just because of that.
Exactly. The name is a little, it's like jarring, but it's cool.
I want to get me some goat lips.
But it's cool. It's cool. I doubt they'll actually serve goat lips, but hey, who knows? But no, the name was intriguing, which is why we chose it for this first episode. Hopefully it'll get some of the viewers in the door. And if you like the video, if you like what you see, then yeah, share this with your friends. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Before we go in though, we should get, the opinions of the masses out there. So I had Lemur pull up the some reviews online. So we're going to read a 5-star review and we're going to read a 1-star review to kind of get, both ends of the spectrum. So what do you got for us? Give us the name of the person reviewing, or their username on there, and then yeah.
All right, PM Riddle 2 months ago says for the 5-star review, probably the best muffalata in town.
Okay.
My wife loved the chicken burrito. Their beer selection has something for everyone. I don't drink, you don't drink, but if you drink, go off, I guess. From the lighter side to stout. It's the kind of place you want to hang out at for hours. Just try a jalapeno cream ale and a pretzel with beer cheese.
Okay.
Recommended dishes, muffalata, grilled chicken burrito.
Okay. Now let's see if there even are 1-star reviews. If there's no 1-star reviews, we'll just go to a 2-star.
Right. So Russell Winchester, a month ago, so a little bit more recent, for a 1-star review, says, out of town. I went because it's close to my employer and had good reviews. I ordered my first beer and was seated by the bartender at 5:30. The place was pretty empty, except for the regulars at the bar and on the patio. I sat for over 10 minutes with my menu without anyone coming to the table. At the end of my first beer, the bartender asked if anyone had come by. I ordered a chicken parm sandwich and another beer. My second beer was room temp, and then my sandwich came. I should have actually taken a picture. It was in a basket with a pickle, no chips, no fries, and was, in my opinion, a breast that had been butterflied, and I got half of it. It did not exceed the bun, and the second half didn't cover the bread. For $14, give me a full breast, for God's sake. Lord have mercy.
Okay.
There's a bit more that goes on, but I think we get the picture.
Yeah, he's kind of, he's
kind of ranting.
Yes, he's trailing off. But So we get both sides. That guy, honestly, this is me judging here, but you know, his 1-star review seems like a rare occasion. It doesn't, the way he describes it, it seems like he was kind of upset with it. But you know, who knows? Maybe, I mean, he complained. He said it was very empty and stuff. There's a fair amount of cars out here right now, so it looks like it's hopping. So yeah, I say we go in and check this out.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty, guys. So we went to Goat Lips, Chew, and Brewhouse. Just initial thoughts. What are you thinking, Lemur?
I think it looks like a cozy little place. You know, it's not fancy and it's not trying to be.
Yeah, no. It's very self-aware.
Yeah.
It's a very self-aware establishment. As far as like the vibes inside, really cool, honestly. I dig places like that, like hole in the wall, just like places like that. It you know, it's a little it's kind of a like it gives off like family vibes of like, because you just go in, you sit down, you seat yourself, you wait for the bartender to walk by, you get his attention and go, hey, we're ready to order type of deal. It's not like, it's nothing too formal.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a dive bar but friendly kind of vibe.
Yeah, for sure. It was cool. They had stuff saying that they have you were particularly interested, but it said that they had like live music, they got open mic nights,
Karaoke, freaking like blues night.
Yeah, I took a picture of this here that shows that they got like a full band set up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
As far as the vibes go, I want to keep the scale somewhat open, but you know, I'd give it like a 4. I mean, it's not like insane vibes, but it's
yeah, I'd say a 4 is pretty accurate. Like, it's friendly. It's a little bit standoffish, but it ain't bad.
Yeah, and we came. I mean, it's 1 o'clock on a Thursday, so it wasn't like hopping. I'm sure the vibe meter would really like fully expand to a full-fledged 4, you know, with it, you know, circulated with people and stuff. So vibes, they get a 4. I'll have you sort of like mentally keep track of where we are with this. Vibes get a 4. I used the restroom. Pleasantly surprised. Way cleaner than I expected. It is a single stall restaurant or restroom, but it's also a small restaurant, so you know, it's okay. I get it. But honestly, really clean. Way cleaner than I expected. I'm also giving the restroom a 4. I'd say like it wasn't no Buc-ee's restroom, but you know,
right.
It's a 4. So far, you know, we're sitting at a nice cool 8. Let's move on to we sort of touched on this, but like the service, it's kind of you almost kind of serve yourself a little bit, but like the bartender, none of the people in there were rude. He got our orders as soon as we were ready. Our food came out to us. We ordered it at like 1:04, came out around like 1:01. I almost said 1:10. Came out at about 1:10, 1:11ish. So you know, not. You know, it took maybe like 5 so minutes for them to make our food, 5 or 10 minutes for them to make it. Not bad at all. And when we asked for the check, like, and he was constantly like circulating the room, checking on everybody. So I'd say service was, I mean, you do sort of serve yourself, but I'd give it a 4 for service.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're sitting at a 16. I mean, there's not a whole lot of
12.
Sorry, 12. There's not a whole lot of like disagreement here, but maybe in future episodes there will be, but so far we're sitting at a 12. As far as the price goes, we'll sort of combine that with our food thing. We'll do it all at once. Food, I ordered the jerk chicken sandwich. Here's a picture of it, but it had a nice bun. The chicken was a good sized patty, had 2 nice slices of ham on it. It had tomatoes, mayonnaise, came with some onions, some lettuce. Overall, mayonnaise, really good sandwich. It said on the menu extremely spicy, and I'm still feeling the rumblies in my tummy, but it was good. It had a good jerk spice flavor. I enjoyed it. It didn't. It said extremely spicy. It didn't blow me out of the water. I think if you're someone who appreciates and enjoys spicy food, then you'll appreciate the sandwich. It didn't come with any like sides or anything, which with places like this, you do sort of expect there to be at least something, like maybe some chips or like, some fries, something. Didn't come with that, so that was a little bit of a letdown. But on the positive side, the sandwich was a big sandwich. It was filling, so I'm not going to complain too much about the portion size. Lemur, your food?
Well, I got the half muffaletta. Here's a picture, I guess. I will say, I kind of disagree about it being filling. Maybe it was just the sandwich that I got. I probably could have used a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more, and it didn't come with sides, which I guess obviously, a lot of menus they say if it comes with sides or not.
This menu didn't.
Yeah, it didn't really say whether it does or doesn't come with sides, and a lot of times that's expected, but it's not really that big a deal. It was a good sandwich. It had a nice French bread that I was on. Decent meats, decent cheese.
I would say the quality of the actual food itself that we ate was very good. I would say the expectations as far as the food goes, it was a little lower than we expected. But taste-wise, if we're just going solely off the actual, that's what the food category will be, is solely just the taste and the quality of the food. I can't say it wasn't a 4. It was good. It was very good. I can't say it was like, this is the greatest sandwich I've ever had. You have to go there. That would be a 5. But, it was very good. Man, stupid planes flying over and everything.
I will say, though, we both got water to drink. I noticed that the water tasted a little bit meh. It kind of tasted like unfiltered city water. So I think for me that might knock it down by a half a point.
I didn't observe enough about the water, so I think the water kind of null and voids it a little bit. And water in this area isn't super great anyways, and I think like water's always kind of hit or miss with places.
Yeah, but I mean some places can afford a filter.
Touche. So I'm giving it a 4 for the food. I think the actual food itself was very high quality food, and it was not very high quality. It was high quality food, and it was good.
It was good food.
Are you giving it a 4? What are you giving it for food?
I think for the food itself, I would go for a 4. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're sitting at, the restrooms a 4, the vibes are a 4, the service is a 4, the food is a 4. That's going to be 16.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're moving on to the value. Now my sandwich itself, and it was around $15, and then including tax and a tip, that puts it up to like 16 or 17, which when I first saw that on the menu, those are the prices I expect from a place like this. It didn't really, it wasn't a bad thing. That's kind of the price I expect, but that's also the price of places where you do get a side usually with your thing. Mm-hmm. So that kind of, and the sandwich, although it was filling, it wasn't worth, I don't believe it to be a $16 sandwich. If I knew I was only getting the sandwich, I probably wouldn't spend more than $10 or $12 on it. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'd probably have to agree on that. Like I said, I probably could have used a little bit more on the sandwich. I mean, what I got was good, don't get me wrong. And it did come with a pickle, but it didn't come with sides. And I feel like for the price that I paid, I think mine was like a $13.
And I think sandwich. It should be noted, you got the half muffaletta, and we already showed you a picture, but here I'll show it again for people so they know. This is the size of it. You can get a full muffaletta, but the full muffaletta is like $27.
Yeah.
Which is, if that's double this sandwich, I don't know that that's worth it.
Yeah, I think I'd say it's not necessarily worth it.
Yeah, so as for the value, I'm gonna dock it some because you don't get a side and the price is a little more than I expected. I'd say I'm giving it maybe like a 2.5 for value. I'm being mindful of it is only a 5-star scale. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst it could be. I think
for me, for the value, I'm gonna leave it a little bit open-ended just in case we find some place that has like worse value. So I think for value, I'd go for a 3.
okay. So we'll split the difference between our two. It'd be like a 2.75, but we'll just round that up to a 3 collectively for us. Okay. So we're sitting at 4, 4, 4, 4, and 3. So that puts us at 19. So, 19 is not a bad score.
Yeah.
The best you can do is 25. So,
they do have, like, events every day of the week, every night of the week. So they got stuff going on other than just the food. It's more like a social experience, too.
Exactly. Which, hey, who knows, maybe... it won't be in the video, but maybe we'll come back here sometime and experience what it's like to be, in the crowd. Maybe it helps.
Yeah, see how it is when it's really popping off.
Exactly. But I would say if you're okay with shilling out a little bit of money, the food is good. Obviously, we only had the one thing, but the reviews that we saw said everything was good. So, a 19, I think that's a recommendable score. I think we could say we recommend coming here, right?
Yeah, at least once just to try it out.
You might as well try it. Even if you don't end up liking it, the vibes are cool. It's a neat little joint. Thank you guys for watching our first episode of Diner Dash. I'd say that Goat Lips, Chew, and Brewhouse officially gets a 9 with a score of 19. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Go to the description for all sorts of cool stuff like merch. You can go check out my music. You know where to find Lemur. He'll be around here all the time. He's not going anywhere. We're signing off, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.